Okay, part 2. Now we're doing perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines. And this is the instruction, same as before. Find the equation of a line passing through the given point and perpendicular to the given equation. And same thing, we're going to report the answer. Report the answer in slope-intercept form. Okay, so keywords. Perpendicular, we're looking for the equation. We're looking for that equation of the line that it is passing through the given point in perpendicular to the given equation. Slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. All right, so let's write the first example. This will be example number 3. 5, -4, this is the point, and y equals -6x minus 3. Okay, so if you guys did your independent practice from Friday, that last Friday before we went on our break, and let me go real quick to the notes about the slopes of perpendicular lines. The slopes of perpendicular lines are the flip and reverse of each other. All right, so you have to identify the two slopes. We have this the steps over here. No, where are they? Okay, we just did an example. So right, so first we have to identify both slopes. All right, so the slope of line 1 is right here, -6. Remember, if you have this form, y equals mx plus b, the m represents the slope, is just the number that is right next to the x. So the number that is right next to the x in this equation is the -6. All right, we need to do the flip and reverse. Flip and reverse. If you remember, you flip the numbers and you reverse the signs. Okay, so how do we flip this one right here? It means that we have to write it over 1. So let's write the slope of the second line that is perpendicular. If this is your slope of the first line, you put it over 1. That way you can flip it. You're going to flip these numbers and you're going to have what? 1/6. And you switch and you reverse the signs. This one was negative, so now it stays as positive. And this is the slope that you're going to use for the process. And the process is going to be the same. They're giving you a point, x, y. X, y. This is the x. This is the y. We're going to use this form over here to solve, to find that equation. Y equals mx plus b. We substitute for the y, for the slope, and for the x. All right. Where do we get these numbers from? The y and the x, we get them from over here. And the slope, we get it from over here. So on this case, I'm going to use arrows. This one goes here. The y goes here. And the x, of course, is going to go here. All right, so the y is -4 equals the slope. This is after we did the flip and reverse. It's 1/6. The x is a 5 plus b. And now we solve 4b. All right, so we have negative 4 equals. If we're going to multiply 1/6 times 5, we have to put 5 over 1. And that way we multiply numerators with numerators, denominators with denominators. So 1 times 5 is 5, 6 times 1 is 6, and plus b. All right, so we need to solve for b. What do? We subtract 5 over 6 here. This is our equal sign. And we subtract also here, minus 5 over 6. These two get canceled. I'm going to bring down the equal sign. I'm going to bring down the b. So we have to do this operation right here. Negative 4 minus 5 over 6. I'm going to take this operation over here to the side. Okay. Remember, we have to practice how to do these operations with fractions and integers. So you have negative 4 minus 5 over 6. If you have 6, it means that you have to convert this integer. Remember, it's an integer, even though it's a negative. You have to convert it to sixths. So how do you do that? You multiply 4 times 6, negative 24, 6 minus 5 over 6. In negative 4 integers, you have negative 24 sixths. All right. That way, you have the same denominator. Now you can do the operation, and negative 24 minus 5 is going to give you negative 29 over 6. This fraction cannot be simplified, so it's going to have to stay like that. All right. Both numbers cannot be divided neither by 2 or by 3 or by 4, so it stays like that. So b equals negative 29 over 6. And this is our y-intercept. Let me check real quick. Yes, we're fine. So now that we have b, now we can write our equation y equals the slope. Where do we get the slope? Over here, because this is the perpendicular line. 1/6 of x minus, the b is negative, so it's going to be minus 29 over 6. And this right here is your equation. Okay. All right. Let's do example number 4. I'm going to put it on another page because this one I think is going to take more space. All right. Example number 4. The given point is 5, 4. And the equation is y equals negative 1 over 3 x plus 1. Yes, we're fine. Okay, so the slope of line 1, the one from the given line, is negative 1/3. This one is ready to be flipped. The numbers are in the form of a fraction, so we can flip it. You do the flip and reverse. And what do we have? The slope of line 2. You flip them. What do you get? 3 over 1. This one is negative, so now this one is going to be positive. But of course, 3 over 1 equals 3. So the slope of line 2 is 3. Positive 3. All right. We begin with the process. Y equals mx plus b. Substitute for the y, substitute for the m, substitute for the x. In this case, if you want to start using this, of course, we're talking about the second line. You can put m2, all right? So the y is what? 4. The slope, your new slope is 3. The x, what is the value of the x from the point? Is 5 plus b, okay? So, solve for b. We have 4 equals 3 times 5 is 15. Subtract, cancel, cancel. 4 minus 50 is going to give you negative 11. So b equals negative 11. So therefore the equation is y equals, we're going to use the slope of that perpendicular line, 3x. And this, the y-intercept is negative 11, so it's going to be minus 11. Okay, so that is our second guided example. All right, so go over it. Don't just copy the exercises. Try to understand it, all right, because we're going to be doing some more exercises tomorrow on Tuesday, and you have to be prepared, all right? Because I'm just going to do one more of each. Then you're going to be doing one of each on your own, and then we're going to see a variation. What happens when they don't give you, oh, sorry about my dogs. What happens if they don't give you the equation in this form, all right? That will be like second level of difficulty, all right? So don't forget, everything that I write, you write. Everything that I highlight, you highlight. Send your notes today. You have a bell ringer and you have an exit ticket, all right? And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.